Hey guys, welcome back to the Nick Careway vlog. This is episode 2. Episode 1, which I'll put a link in the description right here. We talked about our first time when we went to Long Island, New York, our first impressions of the place, our first impressions of Jay Gatsby, as well as my cousin Daisy's boyfriend, Tom Buchanan, and their friend, Jordan Baker. So, that was really interesting. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch that, because this is episode 2. This is all about the next couple of days. So the day after my lunch with Daisy, Gatsby comes over to my house and he knocks on my door, and he says, "Hey Nick, we're both neighbors. Why don't we go out and we have lunch and we have a good time together, because we're neighbors. This is the first time we should meet." So we both went, and I wanted to get some information on Gatsby's past life, and so I dug a little deep. And he told me stories about how he went to the most prestigious middle school in England, and how he was on the junior cup team. And I don't believe any of this. This is BS to me. And how his family was from the Midwest, and they were the most wealthy family. And I asked what city, and he said San Francisco, and I was like, dog, that ain't even in the Midwest. So at this point, I'm not believing any of his stories. But he pulls out of his wallet pictures of him in his middle school, and he pulls out a diploma from this highly prestigious middle school that he went to. And so I'm kind of unsure about this guy, and he seems a bit sketchy. Anyways, we show up at the lunch place, at the small diner. He says it's his favorite place to eat, and him and his parents go there all the time. So I sit down, we start eating, and all of a sudden this really shady looking dude comes over. And he goes, "Oh, Gatsby." He's not British or Cockney. But anyways, he comes over, real shady dude. Greasy, he's like, I don't know, probably about 20, 21 years old. And they have this really weird conversation. It's like all mysterious, and like clearly something weird's going on. And I just, try to see my way out of the AB conversation. Gatsby keeps trying to bring me into this conversation, and it was weird. And then all of a sudden Tom walks in the door, and I wave him over. I go, "Hey Tom, look, I'm here with Jay Gatsby." And I look over, and Jay's gone. He left. He bucked out of there, and I still don't know. I didn't know at that point what the conversation was about. So I go home, really weird, and then Jordan calls me. She says she wants to go out to dinner with me, and I'm like, all right, okay. So we go out to dinner, and she starts telling me about what Gatsby's secret conversation was about. Listen here, this is really interesting. So Jordan says their whole secret conversation was that Gatsby wants me to invite him and Daisy over for tea on the same day. And I guess the lunch that me and Gatsby went on was for him to tell me that. But I don't know, I didn't know. He never got around to it. Clearly something weird. There's a weird love triangle going on. I don't ask too many questions. I say, all right, I'll agree to this. And I go home, and I meet up with Gatsby, and I say, hey Gatsby, I'll agree to your little plan of trying to get Daisy. And he goes, oh, thank you so much. Let's go. I'll buy you, mow your lawn or something. And I was like, no, dude, don't worry about it. All right, I'll make sure my parents are out of the house. You and Gatsby over, or you and Daisy over, and you guys can have a nice conversation. He's clearly trying to make me happy about it, but I'm just like, it's a bro favor. It's a bro favor. So don't make me try to feel bad about it. And that's what happens. I think I'm gonna end episode 2 here to tell you about what happens at the tea day in episode 3. So I'll see you there. I've been Nick Careway. You've been the audience. And buckle up. Episode 3. It's coming your way.